Hi everyone, it's Raymond Wood at the Raymond Wood. Now I'm here with my friend Kai Henning. Kai, how are you?
I'm good, and you, Ray? How are you?
Good. Now we're actually outside Anfield Stadium, Liverpool Football Club. Now there was a big Champions League game on last night, Liverpool versus PSG. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
What did you think of the game?
Good game. PSG played really, really well, and Liverpool just dug in and got the win in the end.
And got the win. So for anyone who didn't see it, guys, it was PSG 0, Liverpool 1. Quite contentious this and around the game. A lot of people are saying Liverpool got battered. They deserved to lose. Alisson Becker was the man of the match, so that's a sign about the way the game went. Before me and you get into it, and we're going to talk for maybe 6 or 7 minutes on it, guys, what we're going to do is for the next 30 seconds, I'm just going to play this video. Have a little watch at my friend, the Lancashire lad, and see what you think about the Lancashire lad.
That game, it tells you everything you need to know to realise how dominant PSG were. They were the better team, they outthought Liverpool, they outbattled Liverpool, they were faster, quicker, stronger. They wanted to win that game more than Liverpool, and look, the fans of PSG will be gutted tonight.
Now, Kai, I've spoken to you this morning about it. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. That's why we love football. Do you agree?
Yep.
Your opinion might be different than mine. But the Lancashire lad, and not just the Lancashire lad, even people like Jamie Carragher and other people who've come out in the media today, and they've actually come out and said that Liverpool were lucky, PSG battered them. Now, the Lancashire lad is apparently a Liverpool fan, and it blows my mind how people make these calls on uneducated information. And what I mean by that is that I know someone who works at the first team at Liverpool, and one of the conversations that I've had over the past couple of days was that, and we spoke about this, was around the stats of PSG.
Yep.
So I spoke to you about the stats of PSG. So, and you knew this when I spoke to you about it, that PSG actually conceded the least amount of goals in the group stages. They scored the most. They done the most completed passes in the group stages. And basically, when you looked at all stats, they should have finished top.
They were the most consistent, yeah.
The most consistent. So when Arne Slot looked at this, and he was looking at this at Liverpool, and they were analysing PSG, did you ever expect, when you know this, because you're a professional player as well, did you actually expect Arne Slot to go to PSG, it's the first leg, and to go out all guns blazing to try and win?
No.
Why not?
Not knowing PSG's background. PSG have obviously played really well in their group stage and throughout the tournament so far. So I think he was going in there to try play for a draw or to nick a goal.
Yeah.
And the counter attack. So, and yes, he did. So
now everyone knows if you play at home against Liverpool in the Champions League in the first leg, no matter whether you're Real Madrid or Barcelona, if you don't score at home and you come to Anfield on a Champions League night, good luck.
yeah, good luck.
Good luck. It's that simple,
Yeah.
right? So I looked at it and I went, Arne Slot's a very calculated guy, and I thought if Jurgen Klopp was in charge in that game last night, there's probably a good chance we come away with maybe a 3-2 loss. So yeah, we would have conceded 3 goals, we would have scored 2 goals, and full well believing that we can overturn it. But I think Arne Slot's different than Klopp in many ways, and I think Arne Slot's looked at it, and what he's done is, he's looked at it and gone, why do we need to come back home and need to win? We shouldn't be under that pressure. So if we can draw 0-0, we know if we've got to win at home, we can do that.
Yeah.
But if we nick a goal, like you say, then we're in a position where we don't need to come out next week and try and win the game. PSG have got to come out at us.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Exactly. 100% agree.
So in regards to that, one of the things that we done the darted on yesterday on last night's game was that Liverpool have played in, I think it's 37 games already this season across all competitions. For the first time ever last night, Liverpool, every single player on the pitch, apart from the goalkeeper, played 14 metres on average deeper. Now, I know people like the Lancashire lads, okay? The ones who, for me, don't have a clue what they're talking about. They're just armchair supporters. If you actually look at that stat, it's not because PSG were that good. It was because, basically, PSG, we knew the strengths, and their strengths are in the wide areas. And if they get the ball to the wide areas and they get it into Mr. Dembele, we know what happens next.
Yeah.
So how do we stop Dembele from scoring? So if you were a coach and you were looking at Dembele, what's the first thing you try and cut off?
Giving him space and time with the ball because he's quick.
Yeah, so cutting off his supply. So it's exactly, guys, what Arne Slot done. it blows my mind even listening to Jamie Carragher, an ex-player, on, I think it's one of the American channels, CBS, that he commentates on. And it's like, guys, if you actually look at it, Liverpool sat in purposely. They didn't want to give any space in behind. Now, they knew if they cut that supply, it forced Dembele to go one place. And what you found in the game was, Dembele in the first half had one opportunity where he got down the channel and he beat a player. But we forced him out from the middle of the park and he had to go down the sides. And I mean, this is one of the big things I think that people don't realise, and they're taking it away from Liverpool. Also, if you're Mohamed Salah and you scored a hat-trick for Liverpool last night, all the plaudits are on Liverpool and how good they are and how good Salah is. But for me, I think they take it away from Alisson as the goalkeeper because he made 9 shots, he stopped last night, and they're making it and putting it down to just because PSG were that dominant and Alisson just had a game of his life. But I think that's a testament to Slot, isn't it? In what he's done. So for you as a player, seeing someone with that amount of tactical and technical knowledge of Slot, would it excite you to play for someone like that as a player?
100%.
So I think everyone knows those Liverpool players going out last night knew exactly what they had to do and they knew the job. And it was quite funny that you've probably seen it, but Nunes has been under a lot of stick at Liverpool. But he comes off the bench, he sucks 3 defenders around him for the goal. He holds up the ball, he brings Elliott into play, and Elliott does the easy job, which is scored into the back of the net. So what's it like for you, Kai, as a player? And has there ever been moments where you've been benched and you've gone through bad patches? How have you overcome that?
Just being consistent, getting up in the morning early, just going to your gym, and obviously it all impact your performance, make you perform better, boost your confidence and everything. So
consistency is the big key.
And obviously when you're on the bench, just go and prove the coach wrong.
Now, one of the other snippets that we're going to show you guys, and I'm just going to play it here, but before I play it, I want you to watch it and actually listen to the question that Peter Schmeichel, the ex-Man United goalkeeper, asks Alisson Becker, and about was it planned the way Liverpool set up. Guys, just have a little look at this video.
Was that part of your plan today, to be defending so deep, or were you pushed back by PSG today?
Yeah, it was a part of the plan to be a little bit deeper, but not too deep.
Now, Peter Schmeichel, what he was actually talking about with Alisson Becker was it planned to play deep? And you've seen the video as well. They actually planned to play deep. How do you feel? And do you believe it was the right tactic for Liverpool to play deep? And what was the benefit of playing deep as a player?
I would say yes, it was probably the right decision to do, because obviously you have more players behind the ball, and you're forcing them to take shots from outside of the box if they can't get any closer, and that's what PSG did, and obviously
I think as a coach, but also as a team, if you're playing against an opposition team, if you're resulting that team in basically 30-yard shots, 40-yard shots, then that means you've done a great job. Where if you've got them getting inside your box and they're getting shots on your keeper constantly. Admittedly, they got in twice in the first half and got 2 shots on goal against Alisson, but when you play up against a team of the quality of PSG, that's going to happen.
Exactly.
But as they discovered yesterday, and what was really interesting was Luis Enrique, the ex-Barcelona player and coach, was furious. He believed they should have won. They had all the big chances. But if you actually look at it, Luis Enrique, I've got some news for you. Arne Slot done a job on you last night, and that's the only way to look at it. It was planned that we were going to go and set up that way. It was planned to take the space away behind the fullbacks. And I'll be honest, as a Liverpool fan, and I love Andy Robertson and I love Trent Alexander-Arnold, but I think Trent going forward, as we've both said before, is amazing. Defensively, he can struggle a bit because how far forward he finds himself. Also, Robinson, again, he's been an amazing servant to the club, but I think Andy Robinson's time's close to being over. And I think Slot knows that. He's only been at the club for less than a season. He hasn't been in the transfer window for players yet. And I think for me personally, they were going to be 2 positionings he's going to probably look to get back up for, because he knows we're at risk of conceding down them areas. So it pisses me off. I don't like to swear on camera, but like when I see it, it's like people are not actually acknowledging what Arne Slot done last night. And for me, arguably, Liverpool and PSG are probably the 2 strongest teams in Europe at the moment. And we basically done a job on PSG. So guys, hopefully that covers off a little bit about the game last night. We're going to be super excited that me and Kai are actually going to be coming live from the game next week inside Anfield. We're going to be coming live literally on the halfway line, right behind the coach's dugout. And we're going to be doing a little episode with Kai called Halftime with Kai. So guys, watch this space. Also, leave it in the comments below. Do you think, like me and Kai, Liverpool actually done a job on PSG last night and it was a masterstroke? Or are you with some of these other people like the Lancashire lads and do you actually believe that basically Liverpool got hammered and we were lucky to get away with a win? Leave it in the comments below, guys. Thanks, Kai.
Awesome. Thank you, Ray.